thank you for this bird, Eugene. It did its service. I'm getting people up in the air for it.
You don't have to keep on thinking.
Just keep flying it.
Welcome. Yeah, keep flying it.
Okay.
Bring beer.
And what do you got for power in that now?
I got a 400 kV volt motor with 6 cells.
Six cells in there. What's your, like 3,000 watt? 2 threes?
I just gave them.
They're 3,300 rated battery in series, 40C discharge batteries.
What's the kind of plane I just gave you, Rick?
Huh?
What's the kind of plane I just gave you?
Kind of plane you just gave me? A cap? What, the gas one?
Yeah, the cap. Cap 21?
232.
232. 50cc. Yeah. It had a 210 Moki on it a long time ago.
Get my hands on a 20 amp speed controller. I could have swore I bought one before I left, so sure as hell didn't find it.
You ever hear Compar planes flying? Yeah, when they twirl around.
Big whistles, man.
It's a fun plane to fly.
It flies nice.
I mean, it's very solid, you know. I mean, just unbelievably solid plane to fly. It's a good trainer, too.
I was really shocked at how docile it was on his sticks. I mean, you really had to put inputs in it to make it do something. And it just...
I had it on low rates.
Oh, I know, but I mean, great for a trainer.
But of course, I got it stepped up here on a little bit higher rate. But.
Right, but I mean, when I picked that trainer box off of him, I mean, that was perfect.
Whoosh.
It's fun.
Oh, wait a minute.
I just don't want to hover too easy, you know.
It's not an airplane, and you don't have the prop for hovering either.
When Andy was last over here,
you have that power prop there.
You know,
She's just fun to fly. I think it glides. Oh, target practice. Combat practice.
You ever hear the three bounce rule with your tail dragger?
No.
Especially on your bigger ones. If you're bouncing down the runway, second bounce is normally the one that you fly away on. But if you bounce 3 times, typically just go ahead and get out. Because, well, no, what happens is you're starting a pendulum effect, and you're going to end up nosing in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we teach people that in big airplanes that for a reason. You're setting up some things that are happening with the airplane. It's time to get out.
Yeah.
Did he? No. Almost. Have you ever seen a Snaposaurus when it's doing the snap rolls in the water?
That's funny, yeah, I've seen that video.
Yeah, take the water and splash the water up off the lake. Oh, I love it. Oh, it's so neat.
What is it?
It's called a Snaposaurus. It's...
What is it, an Edge 540 or something?
Yeah, giant scale, like 100...
This rolling circle right over this lake, and I mean the wingtips are slapping the water and slamming water up in the air. That's awesome. Yeah, it's pretty neat. Back when I lived in the Keys, friends of mine were crazy sailors, and the woman, she didn't like the thing too much, and she described the sailing trip down here. The spreaders were leaving rooster tails in the water. Like, oh, shit.
I had a buddy that used to like to sail like that. More heel to the boat, the better it is.
Yeah.
It's like, Ed, we're going slower. If we'd ease off on the sails, we can get more speed out of it. Yeah, but we wouldn't have nearly as much fun.
Yeah, right. Solid water coming over the rail.
Yeah, that was it.
When I was a kid, my dad used to have like a 35-foot Gulf Star. Beautiful, beautiful sailboat. And I remember being hung up, coming back, you know, from and he just didn't know where he was going. And we'd be hung up on the shallows on a sandbar until the high tides come. Till tomorrow. Leaning sideways like this, and I'm like,
been there, done that.
How long are we gonna be here? And Dad goes, oh, probably about another 6 hours, guys. Pull the fishing poles out and have fun while we're here.
Oh, yeah.
but we've been hundreds of miles offshore out in the Gulf. Beautiful out there. Big grouper.
There's a guy by the name of Colvin, and he's a steel boat designer. And he has a boat called a Gazelle that was real popular with cruisers, and I seen one over in the Bahamas. And I went over and I talked to the guy, and he gave me his card before I left. And he was actually younger than me, but his last name was Colvin. And I said, hey, are you any relation? He said, yeah, that's my dad. So I ended up hanging out with him for a couple days, and he told me, he said, yeah, he said, Dad always built boats out of steel because he wasn't much of a navigator.
Oh,
He said we've hit reefs all through the Caribbean and stuff like that. He said, yeah, he said that was the main reason Dad built in steel. And that was before GPS and all that.
Yeah.
Which has really changed things. I started out, I didn't have GPS.
It's the prop, the way I'm spinning, putting torque on it.
About every 4 to 6 hours. And put me within about a 1 to 2 mile circle. And I tell you what, I was real happy with that. When you're out in the middle of the ocean and you're like, well, I'm somewhere in this circle, I got at least some idea where I'm at.
You know, for years I skippered a dive boat on the Hawke's Bay, the Keys.
Oh, is that where you're from?
Yeah.
Where'd you live at in the Keys?
Marathon.
Oh, okay.
And when I started working for they only had on board the dive boat was Moran. And, you know, shit, you couldn't find anything with Moran. So they finally got me a GPS for the boat. Well, I told them I quit. I said, screw you guys. I'm going to go real world or you can get me the hell out of here. So they bought a GPS.
Well, and the Keys were such a bad area.
I just like this thing.
Palm Beach and that for Lorraine because of the tower.
It doesn't do
the angle of the line.
Knife the way I want it.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice. Yeah, I just go to the Keys for a lot, so that's all I go for. When I go to Marathon, I go to Blue Waters. You know where Blue Waters is? On the right-hand side by Marie's Lobster House.
Oh yeah, Marie's Lobster House, I know.
Yeah.
How dare they come into my airspace?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, you got lots of them, man. You got to get to work because I see more coming in.
Lounge.
Yeah.
That's history.
Is it really? Wow. What about Big Pine Key, the fishing lodge? Is it still there?
I don't know about the fishing lodge. I never messed with them. I got friends of mine that live down there. Lived there for years. They own that house right behind the big boathouse, that big metal building, right in the Big Pine, Oceanside.
Oh, okay. Now I remember me and my wife were there one year, and there was a key deer, and the key deer came right up to our camp. My wife decided, even though she knew you're not supposed to feed it, she gave it an apple.
Yeah.
And it was sitting there and it ate the apple. When it got to the core of the apple, it tried eating the whole core.
Yeah.
And then the thing started coughing and choking right on our campsite.
Oh,
I mean, putting its knees down on the ground and stuff. I didn't know what to do. And, I mean, there's all these people.
Mouth to mouth.
No.
They got in our garbage.
And I put my arm around its
They got in the garbage.
Heimlich maneuver, yeah.
And it shot the thing right out of its mouth. Everybody was clapping like I was a hero or something.
You're wonderful. We were down there one day and we had some friends with us from up north and I wanted to show them the key deer. I said, you know, just Big Pine Key is the only place in the world where you can go deer hunting with an apple and a ball-peen hammer. And anyway, we were eating a banana and this deer comes right up to the car. So I take the peel, you know, and I hand it out the window and sure enough, you know, she took the thing and ate it, you know, didn't choke on it. Soft enough for her. And they could go to visit walking up the
I think it's just very docile, little floats, nice and flies nice and slow, just glides.
And they'll sit there and let you pet them and everything. They're like not scared of
They're
people.
like puppies.
Yeah, it's something.
I've been in farms where they have deer and they're like that. They're around people all the time and that just get used to it.
Yeah. Down in the Keys, you know, if you get hit by a car, you could lay on the road and die. A key deer get hit, they'll bring in a medevac helicopter and they'll take them to Miami.
Yeah, go figure.
They treasure those things.
Well, it's like the manatees, you know. They did that for years, and it's like the fuckers aren't even indigenous,
They're delicious, man. It tastes a little bit like eagle, you know.
Let me tell you the story about this guy out in Sanibel one time. He caught a big, huge grouper, well, a jewfish. And he pulled it up on the boat and took some pictures of it and stuff like that, you know, and then he let it back go. Well, some people that were driving over the bridge called FWC and said somebody's got a manatee on their boat, and they're taking pictures of it. the FWC came out there and told the guys, well, what happened? Well, you know, they wanted to see his camera and stuff, because he had a digital camera.
Yeah.
They started looking through the camera and they found out that it was a Jewfish.
Yeah. You're not allowed to call them Jewfish anymore.
Yeah, I know.
A couple of years ago, it became renamed as a giant grouper.
And until I die,
I'm trying to get the
until I
whiting.
die, it's a fucking Jewfish.
Exactly right.
I'm trying to get the whiting on the board too. I want it to be called the Caucasian fish. I think that's a little.
Oh yeah, the white fish.
Yes, the whiting.
Oh yeah.
What is it now? A gigantuan grouper or something like that?
Giant grouper.
Giant grouper.
That's what we're supposed to call them. To be
Well,
politically correct, you know.
Yeah, actually, there's a name for them. I forget a set of Jewfish they call them. Something.
This is a set of batteries I should have had them on. They're a new set of batteries. I don't know how long I've been up.
I was going to say, does your timer go off at 9 minutes?
No, I'm just flying it until it gives me an alarm.
Goliath grouper, yeah.
I don't know how long I've been up.
Well, that's correct.
It went off at 9. I don't know if I set it.
No, you didn't. It still says 9
Oh, I didn't set it. I don't know how long I've been up. The video will tell me. Last time I flew these batteries, I was up for 19 minutes.
And I'll catch a small one every now and
Yeah.
then, and I'll keep a small one. I don't care what anybody says. If they say anything, I say, oh,
I think I'm going to buy some more of these batteries.
Gone fishing in ages.
These batteries are great. They're made by G-Force.
Never kidding.
They're 40C discharge batteries. They're lightweight,
Scuba diving, you know, you're down there underwater.
and it's still got a lot of power.
Hold up top and you get the bait tangled down there. Fish are swimming all on, totally ignoring you.
It's starting to
Yeah.
wean a little bit.
I did that a lot too.
Of course, they know I'm down there. They see the bubbles coming up. So. Now, I was there.
But it hasn't given me a warning yet, so
Trains
I'm
on
going to fly it until I drain the batteries.
Sanibel. They put a bunch of box cars out there, box trains, school buses and everything. Yeah, I was out there.
Starting to, you can hear it. There it goes. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
That's my telemetry warning
Oh,
right here.
yeah, I heard that.
Okay, that's saying I only got about another minute left.
So stay off the throttle.
Oh, you can still get on a little bit to save it for landing.
Yeah, it's
Practice
easy
your
off the
distance.
throttle. That thing glides, man. It's nice.
Yeah.
Listen to that thing humping.
You think that would wear the battery down right there, huh?
Well, that's the battery in the transmitter, not on board.
That's smooth.
Now, when you get over here, will your telemetry tell you what that voltage is?
But I'm not going to.
Yes. In fact, I programmed it specifically. I stood over the batteries and waited for it. See, it's down to 14.9 volts. Okay.
And you can take that down to what?
Whatever you want to set it to.
No. I mean, when you're running
This is
6
a-
like that in series.
So it's a 24 volt system.
Nice.
Okay.